This guy here is explaining that basically they use the flags for us to fight. So flags go up and then they, oh, there's the enemy, and they start fighting, but actually it's done on purpose. But I think it's even worse than that, because everybody has put flags up right now. At the moment there's a lot of people who've drawn things on roundabouts and all sorts of things, and they think that that's being patriotic. But all you've done is give permission for the army to have whatever you've got the flag on. That's what you do when you fly a flag. It's showing that you are allowing the army to come into your house. And as they're Romans, you don't want them, do you? So that in itself is crazy. But this guy here is just showing how they was talking about how they like us to fight, and this is how they do it. But it is crazy. Who knew that? I think what it was when we saw that American pastel flag instead of the dark one. The dark one means America's at war. The pastel one means peace. When have you ever flown the peace flag? So America are always at war. And, you know, then you've got the United Kingdom flag. That seems to run everything, like I've shown you. But if you put a flag up, you are saying that you are welcoming the army into your house. That's what your patriotic flag does for you. So I won't be flying any flags here. I used to be proud of that United Kingdom flag until you realise what it's all about. But we're going to carry on with a little video now, because the next bit's about Nepal, and Sheeple has made a video. Well, I have to say that I am making a little video about Wake Up Sheeple, and you've got to ask yourself if they have banned all the media platforms here. Oh my God. Well, what is that telling you? They can't wait to show you Israel and all the bombardment that happens every day, so you would never think that anybody survives or whatever. But they're not showing you any of this. Now, supposedly that's one of the ministers walking through the water and that person starts hitting them. Don't know, but maybe they're just supporters of the side that they want to go. The parliament has been disbanded, and it's very crazy that they're not showing any of this. But they can't wait to show you Israel and all the other crap, and they're going to pretend to fight America and Russia. They cannot wait to send you that. But they don't show you about all the marching that's happening in Australia. They're not showing you all the marching that's happening in France. They're not telling you about how unhappy the British people are. They're not showing you any of this stuff in Nepal, isn't it? Yes, Nepal. The Minister of Nepal there. Don't you find that's very crazy? That if it was a free society and we lived in a democracy, that we would see all this on our news and made up our own minds. But we're not. We're not shown what's really going on. We're not shown that the world is very, very upset. But when you lock us up for 3 years and then you come out and everything is terrible, the economy's everything, what do they expect? The people have had enough. And this is the bit that really gets me. Because obviously he mentions in here, we're not doing it to, obviously, our Prime Minister. But Keir Starmer, I went and looked it up. 80% of the people didn't vote. Now imagine they've let all the immigrants in, so obviously they didn't feel very happy because they didn't vote for them. Or maybe they're not allowed to. But 80% of the people didn't vote. 20% did. And in that 20%... supposedly, although I don't think Keir Starmer won, they're selected, not elected, he got the bigger vote of that 20%. What is that telling you? He hasn't got the majority of the people. He's got a small amount of people. And what it is they still didn't notice that we have had enough. Enough of all these pillocks that pretend that they were these wonderful people, and they're standing there saying all these wonderful things, and all it is a script they're reading, because they're not really the bosses. They're just the puppet muppets for the rest. And you know, I just want Keir Starmer to go myself, because I never wanted him to come in the first place. He was the head prosecutor, and they had got rid of the Jimmy Savile case years before, and he didn't know. He is also the person that took those poor post office people to court. They had been saying for a long time that there was something wrong with the system. Some of them even killed themselves, and he took them to court on a bogus system that was broken, and he didn't even work that one out. You want that man as your leader? He's made some very bad decisions, even the one about Jimmy. What do you mean the Jimmy Savile? I didn't know it had been disbanded. He was the boss! If he was the boss and he didn't know, imagine what they can get past him! Oh, it just annoys me a bit. But anyway, we're going to play Sheeple's video. What is going on? Well, I want the people to win in everything because we've had enough. That's what I think. But what's your thoughts to all that? There are a few glitches on this video, but that's what my life's like when I get to Facebook or YouTube. It jumps about every 3 seconds, but you get the message. Anyway, let's watch the video.
This is one of the biggest chaotic uprisings we have seen in human history, and it all started with a social media ban. I mean, you do not fuck with Gen Z. Nepal have literally just banned 26 major platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X and YouTube, and this is the result. Here you can see the Deputy MP and the Finance Minister of Nepal literally being chased and attacked in a river. It is going crazy. We need to get our head round how massive this is because the news is not showing you. 51 people have been killed, thousands of injured. The Parliament building is literally burnt to ashes. Over 12,000 prisoners have escaped during this chaos as well. Let that sink in. A whole generation clashed with the state, and now because of their digital voice being stripped away, this is the result. Now the Prime Minister has literally resigned, the Parliament is dissolved, and let me show you why. Check this out. This is literally Parliament politicians escaping as fast as they can on a helicopter. Why are we not doing this to Keir Starmer? So yeah, moral of the story is do not fuck with Gen Z because they will go viral with or without social media. And obviously for the sensory reasons, this was all just for entertainment and I'm as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.